Zombie. First step, open powder. Oh god. Rip. Take 2. Then add activator. Mix with a brush. So soft. Stir. Ooh. It actually smells kind of umami. It looks like eggnog. Bloop, 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 bloop. And then apply the formula all over your face except for the areas around your eyes and mouth. Voila! In about 10-15 minutes, this is gonna dry and my pores are gonna look snatched and my skin is going to look lifted. So while we let that happen, I just want to welcome all of you guys to our new video where I'm gonna be talking all about some K-beauty brands that you guys really need because I've been loving these for more than like 3 to 5 years now. While other products are relatively new, like this mask that I'm testing out. And for this video, we're partnering with Style Korean, one of our favorite places to find all sorts of K-beauty skincare goodies. And what's better is who doesn't love a deal? So they're gonna be on Amazon during the Prime Day sales. So this is the best time to load up on all your skincare favorites because there are a lot of good picks and I'm here to help you navigate. And let me start with the first product. Honestly, I couldn't even wait. Clearly, I'm getting ready to film the rest of this video and I thought, you know what, why not just use it now? So this is the Zombie Pack from Skin 004. So that's the brand that has this holy grail sunscreen that I'm sure you guys have heard about. But this is their pore tightening and lifting pack that I thought was super intriguing because it comes out with a powder and then you activate it with the liquid serum. In the serum is actually really great ingredients. There's niacinamide, centella, aloe, rose flower extract, panthenol, copper peptides. So all these ingredients are things that we would love to see in our favorite serums. And in this powder was actually aloe leaf, propolis, lavender extract, and cornstarch for that powdery form. Guys, it's really starting to feel tight. Feels like a croissant. Wash time. It does indeed feel very fresh. In terms of lifting is more about like a muscle rather than the skin itself, but it does definitely feel like let's walk out to my living and continue the rest of our skincare review. And by that time, I will be changed. Alright guys, starting off with the category that I love most, toners and essences. Some might say that toners aren't completely necessary, and I would say good for you, but I don't believe that. Because toners are essentially what gives our skin hydration and prepares our skin for the rest of the steps ahead. And honestly, as we age, like I am, like you are, it's a beautiful thing, we do naturally lose hydration. So these are the two that I would say anyone who asks me what toner should I use, I would recommend these. Ro loves this one as well. We both love them. First off, we have the Beauty of Joseon. This is the Ginseng Essence Water. And then this one is the 1025 Dokdo Toner. And in Korea, this guy is actually one of the most purchased, most beloved toners. This one specifically has around 80% of the ginseng root water as well as 2% niacinamide. So what that is a really hydrating, really lightweight, watery toner that's essentially evening out your skin and doing the most whether it's day and night. And ginseng has been used across Korea, China, Japan, like everywhere in Asia knows how potent and just how magical this ginseng root is. And it was actually coined God's given herb. What makes it so effective is the compound called saponin. And what's really interesting if you're truly into the ginseng ingredient, like I am, there's at least 2 different types of ginseng that I used in skincare. One is cultivated and one is wild. So the wild is the superior ginseng. It's, you know, grown at a certain level. It's like the Wagyu beef of ginseng. And then you have cultivated ones which are grown in a specific way on a farm, but they don't carry the rich qualities of the wild one, which is why if skincare brands do use the wild ginseng, it is so expensive. So from what I know, Beauty of Joseon uses the cultivated one, which also makes it more affordable for people like you and me to use it in our skincare. And I just feel like when my skin, especially oily girls or combination, when your skin is hydrated, that's when it doesn't produce extra oil. So you're actually managing your oil levels and excess sebum levels as well. Moving on to Dokdo. So guys, if you're an OG of Beauty Within, we talked about this like 5 years ago. Ro loved it for her dry and dehydrated skin. Dokdo is actually an island between South Korea and Japan, and what makes this formulation interesting is that they use the deep sea water that's found on the Dokdo island. So it's very similar, you can think of it like a Korean version of Vichy or La Roche-Posay or Avène, where they use the natural minerals of the water to heal the skin and like protect the skin barrier. Another really interesting fact is that deep sea water remains at a constant 2 degrees no matter what the season, what the weather. And so what it contains is things like magnesium, calcium, and about 90 different types of other minerals that are found within the water. But then on top of that, it's not just water, right? Otherwise it would just evaporate. What makes this so lightweight but deeply nourishing is that it's got panthenol, allantoin, betaine, as well as sugarcane extract and red algae. So anything with like that algae is so hydrating, because you can think of seaweed as just this like sponge for hydration. So that's why I think this has been able to be so lightweight but still keep your skin so plump. Your skin is gleaming and bouncing right off the bat, even with just one layer. So I feel like these are in very similar categories, both lightweight toners that you can use in multiple ways. So depending on your skin, like some people can't take niacinamide, even though it's like one of the most superstar ingredients ever. If you can't take that, maybe something like this is what you would look for. Otherwise, if you want something with niacinamide that can even out everything and balance and has the ginseng ingredient, then Beauty of Joseon is your guy. Chef's kiss! Now moving on to another friend that you have listened to Ro and I talk about for years now. It's Mixsoon. So this is the bean essence, and I think something that truly sets Mixsoon apart is this guy, because it contains fermented soybean. And you know, like if you've ever had natto beans, fermentation creates this stickiness. Whoa! Through the fermentation, it actually breaks down the ingredient to become smaller, so it's actually more concentrated and it's easier for the skin to absorb. It's also got pomegranate extract, so it's got light exfoliating properties. So I would say if you're looking for something for sebum control, pore care and hydration and light exfoliation, this can be something for you, because there are 2 ways you can use it. So first, it can be just an essence. You work it in and then you let it settle, and it just like wraps your skin in this net of hydration. Then if you want to use it for more of its exfoliating properties, you can actually use it like one of those peels where you just keep working it into your skin, give it about 30 seconds or even 60 seconds, and you'll start to feel that there are little like pills that work away from your skin. It's like little grains of rice, and that's probably just a combination of a little bit of dead skin as well as some of the ingredients. And after you exfoliate it and work it in and like either wipe it away or wash it with some water, your skin is so soft. Love it! Now I want to introduce you guys to some lip products. So obsessed with Lippies, because especially in the summer, we just want that nice, smackable, juicy lips, right? And especially if you have dry, dehydrated lips, I got you. So Rom&nd and Amuse are probably 2 of the most beautifully formulated lip products that you can get. So first, I want to introduce you guys to this Glasting Melting Balm. What makes this so interesting is that it's a balm, but it literally leaves your lips looking like you have a gloss on. It is so soft. Ro, I gotta send her some of these because they're popping off. If you have dry, dehydrated lips, you will love it. And it's got just the right amount of buildable coverage where you just put 1 layer on and it just looks like a sheer, healthy glow. It truly glows on your lips, and then you can build it up to become more opaque. I have it in the shade number 3, which is Sorbet Balm, which is your typical coral shade. And then I would say the Kaya Fig, which is number 6, is more of that mauve look. So depending on your skin tone, it will look different. And then this number 8 Coriala is also, as the name suggests, a really nice coral. Amazing. It is so buttery soft. It is like literally butter. But this isn't a tint. So what the Amuse Dewy lip tints are is actually a tint. So what that means is You put it on, and then after it starts to evaporate, maybe you've eaten, it will leave kind of like a stain on your lips, and the Amuse ones are honestly the best we've ever tried. So they have about 18 shades, so the shade selection is extensive, but what this is more of like this water oil kind of formula, which once again does still leave your lips really hydrated and like glossy, but it is a thinner texture. So I would say these ones are great if you want pigmentation that lasts kind of like all day and you want that one swipe. Even if you put it over something else, like these are totally layerable as well. This one I feel like is more moisturizing long term, but this one gives you a long lasting tint. So boop, both. All right, let's go talk about more products, shall we?
Oh God, it's Wednesday. Welcome to the rooftop. Okay, essentially we came out here because I wanted to talk about sunscreen and sunscreen's best friend, which is vitamin C, especially in a daytime routine. Just making sure you can hear me. Because they work the best together as like antioxidants. So let's start with vitamin C, something that I'm really excited to talk about because I typically do not like vitamin C. One, because it's too acidic and it always kind of like gives me a face rash, low key. And normally the formulations are a little bit more on the oily side or thick side. But this one is divine. So it's from Jumiso, and I've heard a lot of really good things about it. Even Ro, the queen of vitamin C, was like, Bella, you should try this. It's the Jumiso All Day Vitamin Glow Serum. Man, this wind is insane. Does it look fine?
Well, the weeds are dancing.
Like bamboo. It is so lightweight, it's like a watery texture. It's got two types of vitamin C. It's got the pure L-ascorbic acid, so it is literally doing the most with that, but it's also got ascorbyl glucoside, and vitamin C's best friend is ferulic acid and vitamin E. But on top of that, do you hear me? It's also got alpha arbutin. All of these ingredients aren't just like wishy-washy ingredients. They have studies that have proven to improve hyperpigmentation as well as melasma and just like age spots or just any kind of unevenness in terms of pigmentation that's going on in the skin, and just giving you that brightened lift overall. And there's also collagen synthesizing to help in the dermis layer, not just the epidermis. So it's helping on all kind of different fronts. And it's fragrance free and it's been tested for sensitive skin. And I think that's why my skin actually personally loves. Why vitamin C works so well in the morning is because it is that antioxidant that's helping fight free radicals as we're outside in the air like we are. And so pairing it in your day routine with a sunscreen is one of the best things you can do. So this is a Sunstick from Abib. I personally wouldn't suggest using a Sunstick as your first application of sunscreen, only because a lotion I feel like does more in terms of protection as that first application. But sunsticks are great for like throughout the day if you want to touch up, reapply. And I was so excited to see this one from Abib because the first one, as hyped and viral as it was just so greasy for my oily skin. So I definitely feel like it was more for people with dry skin. This one they came out is actually a semi-matte finish. So you can tell why I am so excited. Even this packaging gives me life. This beige taupe. It's also a chemical sunscreen, but what surprised me about this is they actually put it through the test to be water resistant. So in order to get that label, you actually have to put the sunscreen through a completely different set of tests. So in terms of like the semi-matte, I wouldn't even say it's as mattifying as the Beauty of Joseon. I would say that one is probably the most mattifying. This I would say actually sits in between mattifying and more like satin finish or like that velvet finish, where it doesn't completely obliterate and like powder your face, but it just gives you that really skin-like finish. And another thing to note is that a lot of people think that these sticks like are very unhygienic, but actually it doesn't accrue as much bacteria as you might think because it's not a liquid base, meaning that it's not made from purely water, it's actually waxes. So bacteria breeds in water and this is not a water base, so there you go. All right, and let's go.
Hello. It is now a while later and we're gonna continue with some end of day products. So first, starting off, clip my hairsies back. What do we do first? Double cleanse. Yes. So I'm not lying to you when I tell you this is the very first cleansing balm that I ever used, and it was the thing that like basically got me into K-beauty. It's from Heimish. It's the All Clean Balm. So you just get a bit and it's just like so gentle on the eye. It definitely passes the eye test because we don't want no oils or balm stinging our eye. And I have a bunch of waterproof mascara on, so it even dissolves the most stubborn of makeup, and then add a little bit of water to emulsify it. And this is really important because typically any oil will leave that oily film on your skin, but when you emulsify it, you're essentially breaking it down pre-wash. Wash away. Also, these little things that you can get on Amazon, not part of this video, but highly recommend because it stops all the water from running down your elbows. You know what I also have to give a shout out to? The fact that they have a flip lid. They just thought of everything. Now, next product I want to talk about is actually from this brand. It's called Be The Skin, and if you guys know, Alicia from Peach and Lily highly raved about this brand with us because of how effective the formulation and how great they are for sensitive skin. So this one is new to me. This is the Pore Zero Willow BHA. So it's actually a 30-second exfoliator. All you have to do is use it for 30 seconds after your cleansing step and just slowly, okay, let me zoom you into this. Let's see how much dead skin is on my face. Some of that buildup is the product itself, but what that's attaching to is any potential like dead skin. This one you can see has much more. And voila. If you have textured or dull skin, or even like you're facing blackheads and whiteheads that are a little bit stubborn, then something like this is a really quick way to just clean it all up, shovel it all out of here. Oops, I guess that's still light. Oh my god, that looks so scary. Okay. Hello. Okay, so some nights, yes, he's not important, hence why it's cropped to me. So some nights we want to just chill, and I thought this would be one of those nights that it would be fun to do a mask. So this is the one from Mary and May, and Mary and May has been a pretty popular brand I think recently, especially because they have a sunscreen. But what I love about this is that it's a box of masks. So the active ingredients in this one is 2% niacinamide as well as vitamin C. So it's definitely a mask for brightening and hyperpigmentation. So if you're part of those people who wonder, can I use it together? It's already formulated for you. So you open it up like this, and there's a little clip, and it's like a tissue box. How convenient. Hence why we're doing it in bed, and then we're going to read a little book. So do you want to do one too?
Yes.
Why are you pretending to sleep? I know you're not asleep. My child. Come.
I'm ready.
Oh, and then I didn't put anything on my face after we cleansed it because I just feel like masks are essentially toners and serums anyway. Bing. Okay, now you can go to rest. Before I put my mask on, I'm gonna put a little eye cream because obviously the mask doesn't get it. This is the one from Tocobo. So we've heard about Tocobo from the Sunsticks and they blew up over that, but they actually have this really gentle and lightweight eye cream. And some of you might be thinking like, do I need one? Well, no, you can still use a moisturizer, but the consistency of this, guys, is so satisfying. It really is a gel cream. So if you're looking for something slightly brightening but really lightweight because you don't want it to like cause milia or anything, this might be something to look into because it also contains retinol. And typically the only times I use eye cream are formulations that contain retinol because that's really the only ingredient that can help with fine lines and wrinkles. And in terms of the ingredients, what makes it brightening is it's also got niacinamide, so to even out any discoloration, hydrate. It's also got radish fruit and eggplant extract, and those are commonly in also brightening formulas as well. and it just plumps it up.
And
Yes?
why didn't I get any eye cream?
My turn! The sheet is also so soft. A little tip is, if your face mask doesn't fit on your face, just cut it along the eyes and then you can kind of separate it into 2 pieces and piece it. And then you lie back and let the ingredients do the work while, I don't know, you read a book. I'm reading this one, The Courage to be Disliked.
Is it because you're highly dislikable that you got this book?
Guys, am I highly disliked? Don't get the wrong idea. It's philosophical. It's very good. I highly recommend it. It's kind of self-help. Very interesting because the whole book is really just about like a conversation between 2 people. I just like learning about the human mind and psychology and what it means to be a good person and living stress-free. You know?
Beauty within.
Beauty within. Does this not look like self-care? I think so. So, time to remove. I will also say, if you're going to use this mask, don't use any of your retinol products because it has vitamin C and niacinamide. So just to be safe, make sure if you are interested in getting any of these products, now is the time because they are on sale. So thank you, Style Korean, for sharing more beautiful products with us. And if you like the video, thumbs up, and I'll see you very soon. Good night.